Welcome back.
Thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good, good.
We've been doing it a week now. The end of today will be a whole week.
And casting your mind back,
Yeah.
last week was tech, and then you had your first batch of performances.
Yeah.
The students would like to know,
How did you feel before the first performance and how did you feel after it?
I think we were ready. I think we all felt ready to meet an audience, actually. It was a long tech week. I think we were all quite tired and ready for it to be moved forward. And a show always comes to life when you get an audience. But I think we all felt ready for it and ready to meet that audience. So. And when I came off stage afterwards, I have no idea. Relieved, mightily relieved to have got through it.
What reactions have you had from the audience?
Every show seems to be different with this enormous audience. It's very exciting. It's very changeable. You don't know what they're responding to. They go nuts at the fighting. They go nuts when people die or kiss. And there's a lot of all of that going on in Romeo and Juliet. So it's really lovely listening to the reactions. There are huge reactions from these audiences, which is just lovely.
What have you discovered about your character?
They're quite scared of him, the younger audiences, which is what we hoped would happen. They loved it. What really struck, there was a really lovely reaction when I kind of hugged Juliet after she comes back and says that she's sorry for all the trouble she's caused, and that got a really nice reaction, which I was pleased about. I was really pleased about. So I think that there is they want this family to be happy. I mean, probably most people know that it ends in 6 people dying and the heroes and heroine dying, but they still want it. They're in the moment. They want it to be happy.
maybe this time it'll end differently.
No, it's the magic of theatre, is that you're in the moment. You should be in the moment. That's what we try and put across anyway.
And it might be from that scene, but do you have a particular favourite line?
A friend of mine came to see it with his 8-year-old son, but he also has a 4-year-old daughter who I know very well. He was in my 4-year-old's class, and he said his favourite line was, "How now, my headstrong, where have you been gadding?" So he now calls his daughter my headstrong. And Shakespeare uses a noun as an adjective, and he does that quite a lot, I think, and it's a lovely thing, turning an adjective into a noun.
Finally, thinking of little favourite moments, what are you looking most forward to for the rest of the run, the next 3 weeks?
I do feel we're more settled in. I've had a bit of trouble with my voice up till now, and I've found sort of a place where I can pitch it better, which I'm so relieved about. So I'm just enjoying not worrying about my voice, which means I can just enjoy the play an awful lot more. So I'm just looking forward to just being more settled as it runs. No, each scene is really interesting, and because of that I'm now starting to feel a wee bit more of the detail of it. So just more detail and getting more detail and finding out what that detail is, and just being able to, because I know that it's a bit I'm hammering. I'm using a hammer to crack a nut, is that the expression? Whereas I need a daintier nutcracker on occasion.
Brilliant, cracking the nut of Lord Capulet.
Of Lord Capulet, Romeo and Juliet. It's a fabulous play. There's a lot in it. Because we've done quite big cuts, the detail can get lost a little bit. But it's still there, and that's up to us to find that in the playing.
You do feel like it does hurtle through so quickly.
It does. I mean, it does. I mean, Shakespeare does write in certain scenes in order to give you time to breathe.
Yeah.
And we do need it sometimes. And I think it has huge advantages in going at that speed as well. So it's... Again, it's down to us to kind of just do the thinking that thinking time would normally allow.
I just love the fact that we've changed the prologue to is now the 90 minutes of
I know.
our stage.
Certain audiences really get that and love it.
Well, thanks so much for chatting to us.
That's my pleasure. Lovely to speak to you.